Yesterday, some guy comes after me a couple of times, called me a word that isn't used anymore. Came after me pretty hard, and I scrolled through his photos, and there was like a mugshot of him in which he did not look too stable. Looked like he had a lot of serial killer potential inside of him. And I was just going to zoom in on his face, screenshot it, and send it back to him, just like no words need to be said here. You need to just relax. But Todd McComas was in there with me, and I was like, man, this guy might like kill himself or me at any given time. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what? He's got a lot of hate in his heart. Just let him live. And Nick chimes in from the corner. Fuck that. Kill him. Bury him, he said. It felt like that Eminem Guilty Conscience song. Like full on 1,000% felt like that Guilty Conscience song. Yesterday was a cool day, man. That fucking press conference we went to for Frank Reich, Sean.
Man, that was awesome. Just rolled right in. Just like, it looked like you just got you back to your first day of school after summer and you were a senior.
Yep, and I was like, I knew everybody.
Or your first day back after you were a really popular senior and then you came back in. Like after you're like in your first year of college and you're all grown up.
Yeah, but you still got a lot of friends around the building. That's what it felt like. The whole building there was a celebration, a head coaching celebration that we did not dress up for. We did not.
I mean, you dressed up.
I thought I did too. I mean,
You dressed.
I got dressed.
I'm not sure the direction was anywhere near up. But you were dressed. You were dressed. You had your body covered at least the core.
Yeah, I got dressed.
Tied to underarm and then neck area.
Knees to shoulders were covered.
So I didn't think about this until I was in there. I was looking around. So like when Carly Ursay got, whenever she became in charge of the day-to-day operations at the office, Jim Ursay kind of sat back a little bit. When the new regime came in, the Ursay daughters were a lot more visible and doing a lot more things. And Carly Ursay became in charge of the day-to-day operations. And I've literally wear tank tops every day of my life. Like I wear tank tops. It's very comfortable for me. I enjoy it. It's just a shirt I wear every single day, okay? So all of a sudden, we're like a year or two into Chuck Pagano's reign, and we got this new food policy in the cafeteria. We got all this terrible food in there. It's like supposed to be super healthy because a nutritionist came in, talked to Carly Ursay, became like this super healthy food line, which was a lot better than what we had before. So it was good. It was an upgrade. It was like this food line, this whole thing. Same chefs I've known since my first year. Chef D and I are real tight. I mean, he takes care of me. He's a good guy. So I would be in there bullshitting with those people a lot because in my downtime before cornhole came around, like I would just hang out with the chefs, the equipment managers, the athletic trainers. I would just talk to people. So all of a sudden one day, Chuck Pagano comes in the morning team meeting. He goes, hey, we have a new rule. Anytime you're in getting food, you have to wear sleeves. No tank tops or cutoffs allowed. And I immediately just looked at him and said, that's a direct shot at me.
Well, it's also wild for a football thing.
But that was a direct shot at me. In my eyes, I was like, that is a direct shot at me.
You should have just came in and be like, all right, Timmy tank tops back there. Let's go ahead and fucking sleeve it up if you're going to be fucking reaching over the corn to get back here to this organic green peas and shit, okay?
So obviously, I'm not just going to let this fly. I mean, I am a person who's going to speak up whenever I feel. So I actually raised my hand. I go, you could have just told me that I'm not allowed. I wear a tank every day, literally every single day. Like, you didn't have to do a whole team meeting to tell everybody. Like, and he goes, it's not about you. I go, it is about, I wear tank tops every day. He goes, somebody had their nipples out with one of them man cutoff tops, and the boss shot and didn't want nipples in the cafeteria.
Oh, a little nip slip.
He said, so I'm the one that decided to put sleeves on. I said, have you ever seen me here with sleeves on in my life? He was like, listen, no more nipples, no more armpits in the food. And I was like, I don't put my armpit in the fucking food. I just stand there. He's like, you got to change it all. So yesterday we walk in there into the building where basically the boss is mandating against tank tops, and it's a celebration for that company and that family. And we walked in there without sleeves. I felt so awkward. I'm like, fuck. There was a whole meeting about this. And I just completely fucked it all up with this.
But there was no food involved in the press conference, so
we didn't stick around afterwards.
Yeah.
Did you
stick around.
talk to Jim at all or Carly?
Nope. We came in late and left early. As soon as that thing was over, we got out of there. I guess there's an entire like meet and greet session that we missed out on, the one-on-one interviews afterwards that people get. They have coffee, some hors d'oeuvres, the whole thing. Hors d'oeuvres, the whole thing. We just got in and got out of there. I got a chance to talk to a couple of the athletic trainers that they had the whole building there. It was a celebration. Gave them a little what's up, a little how's it going, and everybody in there though was just waiting throughout the entire thing for me to ask a question. Everybody in there that worked.
Especially the reporter in front of us that was like halfway like this the whole time, holding her thing.
Yeah, so she's an in-house team reporter. Her name's Heather. The Blue Mare is what her name is, and she's just a Colts reporter from a female perspective in the building. So she's like a Colts employee, so she's seen me at work, and she knows me from events that the Colts cover and things like that. So she was just they had cameras strictly on us at one point, strictly on us.
Us is a strong word.
Oh, you were sitting there next to me for sure. So I mean, the cameras were on us at one point, and it was just. As soon as I finally got the attention of the head PR guy who had to okay me being there, in his head, he's like, fuck. He's like, I let him come to this. His name's Avis Roper. I let him come to this, and now I was hoping he would just kind of ride along, and then I asked for a question, and it took me like 15 times to get his attention, to get the microphone, because they passed the microphone around. Anytime you watch a press conference, you see what's happening on the screen, but you don't see what's happening around the reporters. There's a microphone getting tossed around. It was a weird situation. And
he's got the two mics, and he's directing traffic.
It's like an auction. It's like an auction's almost happening. Like, hey, you're next. Last question.
Yep.
Full conversations pointing at people like he was like letting them know like he's going and then him and then them.
And I know this happens, and we're watching from the office, and I'm like, are they going to even give Pat a chance to ask a question?
I'll tell you what, I didn't feel like they were going to let me, and then when they did, a couple of my old teammates were there. Justin Snow was my long snapper. He was there. And in the middle of the thing, he turns around and looks at me and just gives me like a head nod. Like, are you going to ask a question? I'm like, yeah, man, just relax, okay? We're feeling this out. We're reading the room. And then I see like Jim Voiles, who is Mike Tyson's lawyer and my lawyer, sitting right behind me. And he's in a full suit. He's like the big celebrity, high-profile lawyer in town. He leans up to me. He goes, are you going to take this over or what? And I was like, just relax. It's coming, Jesus.
You guys had some nice suit jokes because he obviously represented you.
Yeah, he represented me. And the only suit I had for a long time was court suit. So he was literally the one who forced me to buy a suit. And I was wearing that There was people in three-piece suits in there, you dicks. And we're wearing cut-off jorts and fucking a sleeveless hoodie. Oh, well, fuck it. But then I finally get the microphone, and literally as soon as Frank Reich looks at me, he just starts to giggle. And I was just so happy. I was like, man, these people they feel like they were beating cancer in there. Like, why is it so serious? I understand there's a lot of money on the line, so it automatically intensifies everything. But, man, this is a celebration. Frank Reich's new head coach. Let's have a good time in there. And then I got a good question in, and Frank Reich delivered an answer that is just being quoted. It's beautiful. It might be the Colts fucking slogan by the end of the day. It was an all-around success. I was very happy we did that, Sean. I was very happy we got in there. Evan Foxy filmed it all, and we got a video on the internet for it.
Are you going to play the question and answer in here?
Like right now?
If Ty could cut it in right here?
Yeah, I think we'll play it right. This was the situation. I mean, you probably seen it on the internet. If you haven't, here is my first Big J moment. Now, in my entire life playing sports, college football, All-American there, you hear it in the intro. That is normally at the end of the show now. I was All-Pro in the NFL, played in the Super Bowl, a lot of things. I've only been a part of one actual press conference because I won an award, and then one conference, which Rappaport showed up and then he left. Ian Rappaport showed up, and it was my retirement. So I have no idea what I'm getting into. We just walked in there and tried to have a great time, and I finally got a microphone after like 20 minutes of Frank Reich talking, and this is what went down. It was a good time. Pat McAfee, Barstool Heartland. How's it going, Frank? Great to see you.
Are you ready to come out and take some snaps again for me?
Listen, it's like
I got a wristband for you.
It's like dealing cards.
Dealing cards, right? That's what I taught you.
Frank Reich is the only quarterback coach in the history of the NFL to coach a player to a perfect passer rating on Thanksgiving. People forget that. So from coaching Peyton to last year, you had Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. Now you have Andrew Luck, Jacoby Brissett. Do you think just an abundance of talent surrounds you at all times? And what will you do with Andrew Luck to make him magical? And also a follow-up to that. Do you hate or love Josh McDaniels for what happened? I'll hang up and listen to your answer. Congratulations.
Okay, love that. Man, I missed that right there. I miss that kind of humor. What was the question? No, I'm just kidding. You got me. Yeah, the key to make Andrew Luck magical is this is a team game. As great as he is, and I believe he's the best. But this game, the reason that we all love this game, I just came off of a team that we lost our franchise quarterback and still won a Super Bowl. So I know Andrew embraces it. This game is not built on any one player. He is magical. He has special, unique traits and abilities that I respect as much as anybody. And I can't wait to work with him. But if we're going to win championships, and that's the plan, it's going to be about surrounding our whole team and the way we're going to bring out the best in each other. And as far as the second question, I'm going to answer that one just for you, Pat. The backup role has suited me well in my career.
Sean's getting geared up right now, not in the Ohio State frat boy way. He's not doing cocaine. He's getting himself ready.
Have you ever taped your fingers before?
Yeah, you're supposed to split those in half.
Yeah.
So you rip that tape in half. He has the entire fat athletic
Well, I don't
training
want to.
tape.
That's more work.
Go one above the knuckle, one below the knuckle.
Yeah, but I was just doing it just for the resistance. I wasn't doing it like this is not like a real thing. I'm just
Shout out Frank Reich for adapting and remembering every part of the question that I asked him. Because it did get him for a second. He was like, oh, which one am I going to answer first? And then he even used the word magical in there, which is what I asked him about luck. He showcased a good brain there and quick reaction because there's no way he had to have assumed that McDaniel's question was coming at some point. And he nailed it. I like Frank Reich a lot. I like him a lot.
I bet you he didn't, because all of the media there, I assume, or most of the media there, was Indianapolis media, and they were probably too scared to get off on the wrong foot, so they didn't ask that question.
Oh, I didn't even think about playing the politics game because you can see that happening right now. One particular writer that was hated by Chuck was doing a lot to be liked by Frank here. It's like, man, I just went through 3-4 years ago. I need to get on this guy's good side. You're 100% right. I'm excited to see what Frank can do because I got a text from somebody, a kid that used to work here named Liam. He was like, you need to make us a remix right now too. We gonna be all right. And I really do believe that we're gonna be all right with Frank Reich. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to get to a game. And when you're going to a game or going to any live event, there's really only one place you need to go to get your tickets. It's the best possible tickets for your budget, and they're taking care of you in a fantastic way. They're incredible people selling incredible tickets to incredible humans like yourself. And although the process can be complicated and confusing, your friends at SeatGeek have simplified the entire process. SeatGeek saves you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices and find amazing deals. And to get you the most bang for your buck, SeatGeek grades every ticket based on value to help you immediately identify the best seats that fit your budget. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you can shop for tickets on SeatGeek with confidence. Make SeatGeek your go-to app for finding the best deals on every type of ticket. From sports and concerts to comedy and theater, SeatGeek has you covered. You put in your budget, they give you the best possible tickets for your budget to make you the best possible experience at the live event you're going to. You need to get out and experience something live, by the way. It's living, man. You're alive, but are you living? Go live and watch something live. Download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code PAT today. That's promo code PAT for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. They have tickets to everything, Sean. Everything.
everything.
They have tickets to everything. They have tickets to your favorite comedian. They have musicians.
The rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
They
People
definitely got the rodeo. I've been to one before. You know that?
Like the PBA one?
Yeah, a PBR.
PBR one?
Yeah.
Professional
Yeah,
Bull
Bull
Riders
Rider,
Associates, PBA, right?
I think it might be PBA, actually. PBR seems like bowling.
PBA is bowling, I think.
PBA is bowling.
I think
for
they're
sure.
both PBA.
They're both.
I don't think that can happen.
I think it's PBR.
We're going to go PBR.
I think it's PBR.
What's the R stand for?
Pabst
Riding.
Blue Ribbon.
Republic.
Professional
Bull Riders
riding.
Republic?
You get it. I was there though, and we had an entire line. Okay, we had an entire crew of people, and somebody recognized somebody I was with. It was somebody I was with, and they bring these shots of tequila. What? Okay, they bring a platter of tequila over. This lady who was also at the bull rider at the rodeo, and she brings over this platter of tequila. She's like, "Let's have some fun tonight for you guys. A gift from me to you or whatever," because the person I was with. And we're like, no, it was Friday night. Like, hey, we got a game in a couple of days. If we start with this tequila, we're gonna get going. We're adults. We're sorry. And the lady goes, "Is this your first time on one of these?" And I missed. And I will never, ever, 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 ever forgive myself. I didn't say, yeah, this is my first rodeo. Because the cliche is this ain't my first rodeo. I fucking missed. And I'll never forgive myself because I've been back to another rodeo. I've been back to
Can't
a
use
lot
it
of
ever
live
again.
events, and I can never use that. This is my first rodeo, actually, if you want to ask. If we're going to get fucking technical about it, I ain't never seen no bull's balls get tied up like that before and have a little tiny man who just drank a bunch of beer in the locker room hop on top of it and try to ride it for 8 seconds. This is my first rodeo, actually. Thanks for asking. But every live event is incredible. Whenever you go, it's a festival. It's memories made. It's stories. And SeatGeek is the greatest app to buy tickets because they're taking care of you and making your night the best. Or day, whatever you want to get into.
I mean, SeatGeek is just always there when you need them.
I will.
Yeah, it's somebody's tagline.
I'm sure we can't do that. Who knows? Yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Yes, it was.
And Valentine's Day is the day of the year where effort is all that matters, Sean. Effort is all that matters. Valentine's Day is an effort holiday. If you give a little effort and show that you care, because that's all it is. All it is, February 14th, every single year, my dad would say, made up holiday by Hallmark. It's all bullshit, so I feel bad for Sally McAfee for her entire life with that. But all it is a holiday that was created to see if you will show effort to your loved one. And if you're a single guy, go out there and enjoy the hell out of it with the single ladies who are looking for love at that moment. And for me, I wanted to get a gift for the lovers in the room, you know?
Yeah.
For the lovers in our room. Because there's lovers, there's haters, there's a lot of things, but today is all about love. So I got a gift of something that I just absolutely love. My lady got this for me for Valentine's Day because she loves love. Zito's going to bring it in. Come on in, Zito. Come on in, buddy. Appreciate you, Viva La Zito, coming in. We got this brand new. Go ahead and put it right here, if you could, right here next to me. Yeah. That's absolutely awesome. I mean, we got a cutout of Will Smith now in the studio. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin. We got a Centaur. We got Mike Tyson. Honestly, this is a place, if you were any guy, you would love to be at any given time because who doesn't love Will Smith? What an incredible creature he is. Nick, how you
You've done
feel?
a lot of things in your life. This might be the most despicable.
What is that? Co-host Will Smith sitting here right next to me.
That suit doesn't even fucking fit him.
People told him he couldn't sing that song. He did it. People told him he couldn't wear this suit and look fly. He did it. People told him he couldn't stop the aliens. He did it. Nick, you're looking at the new co-host of every show I'm on right here, Will Smith, sitting right over my
About
shoulder.
to be a dumpster fire in here real soon. This is unbelievable.
Sam got me this for Valentine's Day for real. She was like, hey, you're going to love my Valentine's Day gift. I was like, what is it? And she was like, you'll see. And it showed
I think
up.
you should put Stone Cold on the other side.
Yeah, just me, Stone,
Two
and Will.
two bodyguards.
Yeah. So
You know
What a
what?
smile that guy has.
Look at that. How can you not love that? 2 earrings from Claire's, probably.
This is fun. I've battled through adversity before. This is nothing.
He's just going to be staring at your face all goddamn day. It's amazing. It's a match made in heaven, actually.
Hey,
It's a match made in absolute heaven.
I'll be right. I got to be honest. I don't think that this is a heavenly matchup right here.
Me and Will Smith both staring down Nick Moraldo all day, every day, letting him know that greatness is oozing from this cardboard cutout. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, is just here staring you right in your face all goddamn day. Hancock, Alien Killer, Bright. People forget how good that was. This is a match made in heaven in this studio.
You'll never find this kind of connection on one of those crappy dating sites where you slide through pictures. I'll tell you that, Pat.
Never, ever, ever, Sean. You're 100% right. That's too shallow.
You know, you can't get to know someone by looking at their picture, Pat. And that brings me to my point.
What's that?
eHarmony it's not like many other dating sites.
It's not.
Wow.
Yeah. eHarmony takes steps the other dating sites don't in order to find you a more compatible match, Pat.
Wow. eHarmony's doing all that?
Listen, there are plenty of hookup sites. People know that. But this is not what eHarmony is, okay? Stop waiting and start your journey now to a satisfying, more meaningful relationship.
Wow.
Fulfillment in love. Yesterday
Yes.
was the day of love. If you didn't get to enjoy that and celebrate that with somebody you truly care about, now is the time. Not just a shallow situation, a meaningful, fulfilling love situation that's meant for you with your friends at eHarmony.
This podcast
Exactly.
loves love.
Love.
And look, don't get me wrong. It can be fun to play around on with those other those other online dating apps. But when you're ready to fall in love, I mean with someone, fall in love with someone, who they are, have a meaningful relationship, there's only one app that's built to bring you real love. eHarmony, Pat.
Wow.
And right now, our listeners can come see eHarmony, change their life. Go to eHarmony.com and get started. Enter promo code McAfee at checkout, and you're off and running to your free trial.
Free? You're telling me it's free?
Yep, right now your listeners can get a free month with eHarmony if they sign up for a 3-month subscription. All they have to do is enter promo code McAfee at checkout.
Wow, you're getting 3 for the price of 2. That is a deal, especially when it's coming to love.
My
When it's not, we're done with the shallow stuff.
Done with the shallow stuff. Now, Sean, you used this. You found somebody you very much enjoy.
Yes.
You absolutely have loved it because every sponsor here sends stuff to us pre-hand for us to try it out. I mean, that's something that happens.
Yes.
I am a wifed up man. I found a very lovely lady that I enjoy a lot. Sean was like, yo, I wouldn't mind getting in on this.
Yeah.
Let me find a little bit of this.
You look so satisfied and your relationship seems so meaningful. And I was like, how do I get in on this?
And eHarmony showed up. Sean signed up, found incredible matches. It's looking out for you. It's a friend. It's basically it's a wingman looking out for your best happiness as opposed to an
Yes.
immediate shallow thrill.
And what we are just right now, we're on our 2nd month, and it's the most meaningful, satisfying relationship I can remember to date.
I'll tell you what. This relationship with Will Smith is only going to get better and better. Nick has not taken his eyes off of this man. He's just been gazing at this cardboard cutout of Will Smith this entire time. It's been truly magical.
These stupid beady little eyes.
Hi, they look good. I think they're
Too
only,
wide for his face.
No,
Look at that. It
that's-
looks like a chameleon.
Nah, it's
That's
just
not him. That's
just
the
a cutout.
cardboard. Yeah. It's not actually Will. Will's got a perfect face.
Great smile.
Wow. I think I could be wrong here.
Sean, Nick is so angry right now. This is like a moment.
Can we call 911?
I wish we could do. I'm about to puke because I'm choking so hard at just the genuine disgust. Because Will Smith's right over my right shoulder right now. So Nick is like, when you look at somebody, you're like, hey, the person behind you. That's what's happening with me and Will right now. Nick is just staring right over my shoulder with the most disgusted look I've ever seen in my life at this 5'10" cutout of Will Smith. It's beautiful. I'm happy this guy's going to be a fixture of this fucking studio.
You know what? I mean, this could be a fake fact, but I'm 99%.
I'll check it for you.
Check it for me, Diggs. 99% chance that I'm almost sure that Will and his wife Jada met on eHarmony.com.
Fact. 100% fact.
Wow, that's a
People
Diggs-
forget.
That sounds like a Diggs fact to me. eHarmony, how do you get it now? You use promo code McAfee,
Yep, you get that first month free when you sign up for a 3-month subscription.
and you're going to find out that it's worth it for sure because the meaningful things that happen. Use McAfee at checkout at eHarmony.com, and you got it. I'm happy for people finding love.
My cousin found her husband on eHarmony.
How about
And
that?
They're married now.
Look at that. eHarmony's doing Cupid's work.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day was yesterday.
Cupid has been let go. He's actually, because he had no more work to do.
It's a shame. He had a good run.
That's what people understand, though. I mean, eHarmony, they've helped over 1 million people
Did you hear
find
what
the
just
perfect
happened
match.
there? Evan Fox is allergic to incredible ideas like eHarmony.com. That sneeze was one of the most powerful things I've ever seen.
Probably
I wanted
allergic
to
to
sign
this-
up, but I'm allergic to shit.
Probably allergic to this
so-
shit cardboard cutout in here.
No.
Great deals is what I'm allergic to. Not Will Smith.
Evan Fox just did a rundown of what his Valentine's Day week looked like for a long time. Yesterday was his mother's birthday, then Valentine's Day, and then a person that was in his life has a birthday in 2 days. So Valentine's Day week was like the super giving week of Evan Fox.
It was hell week, but you get it all out of the way, and then all the other weeks are good.
It's not. Listen, remember, Evan, you're just a young man in this game.
Yeah.
Love is not a bad thing. You got to love, Evan. You got to love.
You're not 39, Evan.
You're not.
You're not 39 staring down the barrel of 40, deciding to get in a fight right beforehand. So, in front of 100,000 people, Evan. Just staring down the barrel like, I'll fight somebody.
Yeah, you absolutely will. Because what else? I mean, it's a bucket list. You're going to go win a fight in front of 100,000 people. There's a lot of professional boxers that work their ass off for that ain't never done that before.
That's why I worked my ass off, because out of respect.
For the game.
You are a respectful man.
Out of respect.
I think people would say that Sean's a respectful man. He
Well,
locked
I'm
his
working-
keys in his car the other day because he was yelling at somebody who wasn't being
What
respectful.
car?
In his Prius, cuz. In the Prius.
Oh, look at fucking tough guy over here.
Oh, because he's got a Kia.
Yeah, I got a Kia. I've had the fucking car for a long time. I live close. I'm being economical.
Is
Okay,
there a
I
battery?
walk to
Is there a
work.
battery in it now?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah, he hasn't
fucking
driven it
driving
so long
for
he forgot
months.
how it works and he locked his keys inside of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
Until you hear the reason how he locked his key. Because he went shopping for $20 chef. And then it seemed like he didn't come back. Everybody's like, where the fuck is he? He comes back in with a bag of groceries. He goes, lock my keys in my car. So I had to Uber back. The guy was a little slow. That's on me. I was like, how'd you lock your keys in your car? What'd you got? A guy didn't wave at you?
Yeah, no, I got out of the car. I was like, I'll leave the keys in here. No one's gonna fucking. I don't because I have a key fob, but the key fob. This last year on my motor, I decided to keep it on my keys on the motorcycle, so it banged around and broke it. So it looks like $400 for this fucking key fob. So
no way, you said.
So I'm like, I'm good now. All he needs is a key fob to put in the little hole. Now I got to take the key out of the fob and unlock it, which is pretty fucking weak. But
bougie problems.
yeah, so so right now I've been having take it out and put it back in the key fob. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna run in, grab this stuff, get back out here.
Yeah.
I didn't lock it, so I'm getting out of the car. I don't lock it. I see this like older dude fucking rolling like really close to me by me. I go, hey, how's it going? He just stared me in the eye, kept it fucking moving.
Oh, like McLovin did to me in Minnesota.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, you're real polite.
Oh, you got on a guy's politeness level.
Yeah, so I just went down to lock the door, and I locked it. Like, yeah, I locked door aggressively. And then I shut the door.
Which eye did he stare you in?
And then I shut the door,
Nick's
and
in a
I
bad
fucking,
place.
I'm about 6 feet up. I realized I just locked my shit in.
I'll tell you what, man. That's a great story of you getting mad about somebody's polite. We need more polite people in here, man. You know what? Another person we need in this world? I figured it out this morning.
What?
So this morning, I left an hour later because Sean's doing cardio these last couple of days to get his body together. So we didn't do the early morning workouts that we have been doing for.
Well, just today. We did yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, but we just he's getting his body back in shape. And you're fighting at night, by the way, so we should be almost setting your schedule a little bit to that.
Yeah.
But we've been waking up real early, and I've been hitting some monster traffic. Like as soon as I get to downtown, and it's just a park because like in Indiana, like in Pittsburgh, the tunnels cause gigantic traffic. Everybody sees the tunnels and hits their brakes, slows down, and then it causes a ripple effect in Pittsburgh of just like maybe a possibly hour and a half, 2 hour wait just to get into the city. You have to go through a tunnel to get in, through a tunnel to get out. And it causes traffic. And every Pittsburgh driver is like, who slows down for the fucking tunnel? It's the same size, like, because people are scared of it. In Indiana, if there's a bend in the road, if there's a bend in the road where they can't see around, it is like the tunnel situation. And there's like 7 bends from my house to downtown Indianapolis, and every one of those bends cause just a fucking absurd 20-minute. We're stopped, and then you go around the bend, and then it's green flag racing. What they need is, okay, we got all these cops pulling people over out here. Stop hiding behind the median. Okay, we pay taxes. We pay enough. All right, we don't need to get taxed an extra $140 because we're going a right speed on a highway that is 45 lanes wide. What we should have is not. We don't need police to be put in that dangerous position. There are noble men. We need somebody like the sign spinners at the gold stores. You know, those people that have the arrow. Like we buy gold.
Cash for gold.
They need to be on platforms. Okay, on the side of the road. On those bends, holding signs that say keep going, like just maintain your fucking speed, like dancing. Now we're publicly shaming cars that are slowing down. I think that could fix traffic around the world. I think we need to pay like for people to hold sign in traffic areas to be like keep fucking moving.
I like it, but I'm worried about a rubbernecking situation where the people get too distracted by your sign flippers.
Oh, you're right. Fuck me.
We'll work on
We
it.
can just maybe just put a real sign there.
Maybe we just put a green light there.
No, the green light is something that people don't fucks with anymore either because Steve Jobs. I mean, Steve Jobs on their Apple phone. But I think a sign isn't enough. A sign isn't enough.
Keep going the same speed, fuckface.
There needs to be maybe like a big, like maybe a 10-foot person, like a robot sign almost that is pointing down at the cars. That is like, don't fuck this up. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Because it is always.
I think, how about this?
Okay.
What if we make like how NASCAR turns are?
Yeah, banked.
Every turn banked up on there, like you can fucking just keep it
I
moving.
like that a lot.
That's not going to solve this problem.
I like it, though.
I like what you're doing, but it's not going to solve this problem. You know, it needs are those fucking speed skaters. There was a lot of crashing last night because they lost their edge on that flat.
Slippery out there.
Those speed skaters are some fucking smooth. Did you see the pop star motherfucker that lost? He was in like 10th place or something. He was a guy from the Netherlands.
They dominate the sport.
By the way, I was told they don't ice skate in Amsterdam down the front. I was all in. I was told that doesn't happen. But the Netherlands are incredible ice skaters. I guess this dude, he has long blonde hair. He kind of looks like a Viking like model.
Yeah.
And last Olympics, he was like a nose away from a gold medal in the speed skating. So he became like this little pop icon, like on Instagram and social media, like taking pictures. He became like a Kardashian almost after this whole thing, like buying into it too. Him and his girl were like selling posts, I think, on social media. A pop star, they called him in the Netherlands. And then I was in my head, I'm like, man, training for this sport, I feel like is a lot of work. You can't be living that bougie pop star life and training for something that is like 4 a.m. at the skate. Like that's that's a gridded out thing. And he came in like 12th or something. He came in like 12th. They were like, this guy was the favorite. Like they were talking it up. And I'm like,
Was it distance speed skating or like short track?
I don't remember. I think it was 1,500 maybe. I don't remember what it was. But I'm so impressed by all these athletes. I am. I think some of the sports are incredibly boring, but the way they grit it out through them is so impressive to me. So impressive to me. Oh, well. Shaun White did some incredible shit.
Yeah.
That was one of the most clutch performances I've seen in a long fucking time. 30 runs or something, and it all comes down to the one guy at the top of the fucking mountain who's supposed to be the guy, the oldest guy in the entire thing. These young kids probably looked up to Shaun White while they were growing up. He's got it just right there. He's got to have a big moment, and he just goes out and fucking crushes the moment, cries on national TV, loses his mind from being in a hospital with a fucked up face like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, all the way to this. I mean, good for him. It's definitely over for him. I think he's definitely done. I don't know why you would ever come back after that, but what a way to finish an incredible, legendary career.
I mean, I was so nervous every time he was in the air.
I
He
was
wasn't gonna land.
so nervous for him, like right before it started.
Yeah.
Just like when Jake Elliott had to go out and hit that 46-yard field goal in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Like as they were driving down, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be such a big. I was like so nervous for him. Like I'm much more nervous than I would ever be
For yourself.
For myself.
'Cause you could control it.
Yes, exactly. But for the Shaun White thing, I'm like, oh my God, his entire legacy is fucked. Dude.
I feel like that's how I'm going to be for Sean's fight. Like I'm going to be worked up before that thing. Like we need Sean to win.
Yeah, we're gonna be all so like excited and nervous.
And
There's
he's going to be amped up.
And it is gonna be like, let's fucking go. This is awesome. It's time to work. And I wonder if Shaun White's boys felt that way. They're like, yo, now's the time. You know, that's like a cool moment I bet he had with his coach and shit back behind
They
the
always
scenes.
dap each other up right before he goes down the hill.
Yeah, I think that's like a really cool moment because you got a lot of people that have put all that work in, and then it's like, okay, Shaun, all these people have invested in you, all these people have worked, and now it's your time to show up or show the fuck out right now. And he did.
That's interesting that you were nervous for him. I look at him and I think of like Tom Brady. I think they have the same like mindset, and then like I know Shaun White has been so good for so long. I know he had that little slip up in the last one, but I think like he's just going to go out there and he's going to crush it.
But
Like without a doubt.
But it's like all I know about is what the commentators are saying, and then you start watching it and you see like one little slip. It's 4 years of your work is fucking done because you just one little slip. Like the one guy, instead of jumping back, he just jumped straight up and he broke his fucking hip on the first run. It's like so many things can go wrong that are, I don't want to say completely out of Shaun White's control, but like if he catches some snow at the bottom of the pipe or whatever, like that one guy did, he fell. It's over. And he just goes out there and fucking delivers in such a big moment. And they say they judge on style. That had to be some style, right? Like thinking in your head, like, okay, it all comes down to this, and this guy just nailed it. That's does the situation affect the style? I think it should, right?
It shouldn't.
But I assume it would, though.
Yeah.
Because they take into account, like, human, like, dude, that was a clutch fucking moment right there for it all to come together. Then he's just crying at the bottom, losing his mind.
Great moment.
3 out of 4 gold medals in snowboard halfpipe. Comeback story. Good for him, man. I think he's done. He's got to be done, though. It's Chloe Kim's world now, who's already in a Nike email the next morning afterwards. The road to 100 million has already begun. 100 million by the end of the Olympics, that Chloe Kim girl. 100 million.
You think so?
I think it'll be like a 4-year, $100 million deal with Nike or something like that. I think it'll be an incredible situation. I absolutely do. An Oregon woman found 14 worms in her eyeball, which turned out to be parasitic worms. How do we feel about this?
This happened to Harry Potter in his latest movie. It's called The Jungle. And like he woke up and he was lost in the jungle, and there was a parasitic worm in his fucking eye.
This dude's unbelievable.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Did you see what she got it from?
Ebola?
Well, it says here
Cattle.
doctors were shocked to find that she had the
Mad cow. This is mad cow all of a sudden.
which means she was sleeping with the cattle.
Nah, she wasn't getting fucked. She was probably just around him,
They
right?
blame everything on cows.
It's like some ass to mouth with a cow situation going on.
Oh, a little ATM with a C
Because
there.
those cows have those long tongues. Might have got in her eye.
Moo! Get that out of my butt.
Tiger, Rory, and Dustin Johnson all paired together for the first 2 rounds at this weekend's Genesis Open. What a fucking magic! They know they want to build up TV right now.
Why
They know
wouldn't
people
you?
are gonna watch. Like if they're separate, I don't want to watch. If they're
And think
together,
about-
I'll watch.
Think about how good they're going to play too, playing against each other. Those are some pretty competitive human beings around each other. Dustin Johnson hits the ball forever. Tiger Woods is going to try to keep up, and Rory's he already
Rory-
has that full commercial where he like looked up to Tiger Woods and like did the fist bump and everything.
Is he still shaky? Is Rory still shaky?
Yeah, his putting's still really bad, but if he gets that together, no one can beat him. Like,
Putting's mental, right?
yeah, putting's mental.
Very.
And it's everything.
It's like a free throw, right?
Yeah.
I'm not good at putting, and I think it's because I assume I'm going to miss every time I go and putt.
Which is weird because, like, not to toot my horn, but I'm very fucking good at putting. I feel like it's just all fucking touch.
I don't know.
is.
I assume I'm going to miss. In my head, I go, that hole is too small. You know, like that hole is too small. Like I'm just going to try to get it close here and try to knock it in. I'm going to try to toot, but it's too small of a fucking hole. And then you miss one and you're like, one rolls off the back of the green or something. You're like, oh, I'm fucked for
Me
sure.
personally would much rather have a 10 to 12 footer than a 4-footer.
Whoa.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I don't know about that. At least you fucking set this up. I think this is more fake facts.
Well, I think with
No, Nick will have my back
What's
here.
Jordan? What's Jordan's name? Jordan
Spieth.
Jordan Spieth does this thing where he looks at the hole instead of the ball.
Anything
Yeah.
under 5 feet.
Yeah, and that works. I think I've been doing that a lot and I think that works. Putting is such a wild animal.
I think what gets a lot of people too is like you watch golf on TV and they try like act like your like local course is gonna have like a huge break in it like it is. At, like, it's like that shit isn't happening at a local run.
And the greens are so different. The green because we played in that. I played in that one pro-am. We got a chance to go to West Virginia in that Greenbrier. The fucking greens were just. I was putting on literally like a kitchen floor compared to the course right down the road here. And it was like it's an interesting thing. I love golfing. It takes too long, but I love golfing. I don't have enough time to do it. I enjoy golfing. That's why I'm looking forward to a lot the John Daly golf outing in Dardanelle, Arkansas, May 10th, 11th, and 12th. I assume we're going to win. I just assume we're going to win.
It's not really a competitive thing, right?
No. We're at John Daly's golf outing in the middle of Arkansas.
No, the last time we were there, John Daly was on hole
quit.
14. He's like, you guys want to go to my pool?
He quit when we showed up.
He said, fuck it. Let's just go to my pool.
Late.
Yeah, it was a great time. There's a lot of stars. We're going to be doing our series show from there, this podcast from there. There's a lot of big names popping off from there. I can't wait. I hope we can get service out there. I hope we can get service out there. John Daly. That's a good friend I've made in the last year, by the way. Something big happened on yesterday's podcast, or yesterday's serious show. I gave a long speech,
Oh, yeah.
and this is a big day. I think you guys should listen to it here. I don't know if you got a chance to catch it or not, but R.I.P.
It's inspiring.
R.I.P. though. All right, it had a good run, and
Great run.
here it is right now.
Okay, are more people going to challenge you to Rough and Rowdy 3, or are more people going to challenge you to chug beers against
That's an
them?
easy one.
Everybody and their mom has been challenging me against Rough and Rowdy. Like, I'm not going to fight in Rough and Rowdy. So just my days are over with that whole competitive thing like that and training to fight somebody. The chugging, though, is going to be nonstop.
So you think you'll get that
was
way
the-
more?
That was the
Oh
answer.
my God, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult because I respect the hustle. I respect the chugger. So anytime I walk into a place, the chugger of the party is always 100% in challenging me against chugging, and I absolutely love that because I like the chugger's mentality. You're really the spurt of energy to every party, so I respect you as a person. But yo, I'm old, cuz. I am old. I chugged 50 beers on New Year's Eve because everybody wanted it. And man, I was hungover for 2 weeks, bro. Was I not hungover for 2 fucking
You were
weeks?
done.
You were.
I think, you know what? Now that we're on this, back in the year 2000, probably 2 or 3, I was home and there was always a lukewarm case of Glacier Freeze Gatorades in the house because I was a sweater. I sweat a lot. I played a lot outside. And my mom, Gatorade, had brainwashed everybody that if you just drink Gatorade, you won't get a cramp or anything. And my parents, it was very good price back then too. My parents wanted to take care of me, so they had these cases of Glacier Freeze Gatorade, lukewarm though, house temperature. Don't put it in the fridge. Just want it lukewarm. And I would open that thing, and I just realized that I could just flip that thing upside down. and the Gatorade would get into my body faster than anybody else has ever done it. So then there was no other way for me to drink this lukewarm Gatorade. I would just chug the Gatorade. Then that Gatorade slowly turned to other drinks as the years went on. Everything from jungle juice, straight out of a bathtub, into a pitcher, into my stomach quicker than anybody else. There's been pitchers of beer. That chug has been in California. That chug has been in Morocco with tea in the basement of a Moroccan rug little family company. I said, excuse me, let me see that tea you have over there. You guys want to see a trick? Big fans of mine at the time. Got pickpocketed by a kid on the way out, but I thought they loved me. And I flipped that tea upside down and chugged it and made it disappear. There was a round of applause from the Moroccans who had just got done praying to Allah on a carpet right next to me, facing Mecca. North or east. I think it's east over there.
That's what I was one for. It was a wonderful shot.
East. I think it's east over there. And we had a moment of celebration together.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is north. Mecca at this point was east. We had a moment of celebration where we all hugged and jumped, and there was like literal clapping and screaming. And it was all because of that chug that started in the kitchen of 4855 Hialeah Drive, Pittsburgh, PA, 15239. That chug has been in Knoxville, Tennessee with Peyton Manning and the governor. And Pat Summitt, is that her last name?
Yeah.
Pat Summitt was there. Rest in peace.
Wow, most winningest women's coach of all time.
Bruce Pearl, about a week after he was on the boat in a bikini and partying, was there. Governor, Mayor, Peyton Manning in Knoxville, in the president's suite. That chug brought the entire place together. Everybody celebrating.
Camaraderie.
It's been to a Playboy party. It's been to a supermodel party. It's been in New York. It's been in California. It's been in Canada since high school. It's been in Canada.
Coffee.
It's been everywhere.
North, south, east, west. No big deal.
The only guy I've seen chug coffee.
Chug everything. Everything goes down was my state. Everything goes down. But I am here to announce formally that chug that has been around the world, and back, that has put smiles to faces from all races, religions, and sexes, will no longer be. Last year, I retired from kicking footballs. This year, right now, today, at 12:11 p.m., February 14th, 2018, that chug has been retired officially.
Wow.
It's retired.
Wow.
It had a good run.
It was a damn good run.
Sometimes you just have to respect a good run. My body can't handle it anymore. There's a next generation of chuggers that are there to lift the party's atmosphere and environment to a level unbeseen before. I don't think I said that right.
No, you did.
It's close enough, Pat.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
I'm proud and happy for them. But for me, hemorrhoids falling out of my asshole at the age of 30, 2-week hangovers. I will sip beers. I will learn how to do that. It doesn't look as hard as snowboarding, which I'm also going to try to learn how to do.
I'll teach you.
Sipping beers?
No, the other thing.
I think sipping beers might be the hardest thing to learn. I don't know how people do it. I never understood it.
Will there be a presser after this? Will this be open to questions?
This is the presser.
After the speech, will there be questions?
We will now open it up for questions. I will be answering questions for that chug that has been around the world. At Tactical Diggs, what do you got?
Diggs, Barstool, Heartland. Sorry, once first and foremost, sorry for your loss.
Rest in peace, seriously. R.I.P. to that chug. R.I.P. to that chug.
Are you worried that you don't know how to drink a drink in a normal way, and you're now going to dehydrate yourself and die?
Well, because I can't chug water now, huh?
No.
Because I'm retiring the chug officially. I can't even, because then I'm a hypocrite, right? If I'm doing it for one and not for the other. I think it's going to be very difficult for me to slow it down. Literally since I'm, 13 years old, there's only been one speed for drinking, and it's quick and efficient. Let's go ahead and get this out of the said container into my gut as quick as possible. But the day has come. I'm now an adult. Mature things. You, sir, over there with the hair.
How's it going? Sean Latham, Rough and Rowdy 2 fighter, also Barstool Heartland.
Okay, what do you got?
If you're going to slow it down, is it a temperature thing? Maybe it's because you don't want it to get warm. Will you seeing yourself utilizing a koozie of some sort?
Good question, Sean.
I might get into the koozie game. It'll be my slow down koozie. It'll be a health koozie. Maybe this is my recovery koozie, actually. It's kind of teaching me how to not chug beers at a rate that I don't need to be chugging anymore with my body.
Is this this is a ceremonial gift from Sean Latham to Pat McAfee.
Rough and Rowdy 2 fighter Sean Latham. This one. Wow. There's a koozie right there. Up out of nowhere. My first koozie that I'll ever actually use. I did not understand the koozie thing. It was so much work to get it on, and then the beer's gone in 2 seconds. And then I got to take it out. I never understood why people use
Welcome
koozie.
to the realm of sipping beer, sir.
Wow.
Now, temperature is a situation you have to keep under control.
You enjoy that beer condom.
R.I.P. to that chug, by the way. I'm happy I retired that 2 days before going back to Morgantown. I am happy I did that. I was supposed to do it at the Super Bowl, but boy, I was chugging Red Bulls every day in there, and I wouldn't have made it without it. The chug has been retired. There's now a new generation that needs to take over, and I can't wait to meet you all and watch you all perform, because I respect the hell out of a good chug, because that means your throat can just open up and suck your dreams' dick. Good run. Good run.
Man, I got chills.
You respect a good run, Sean?
Oh, dude, people who don't respect a good run piss me off, dude.
Who are some people that don't respect a
People,
good run?
dude, like a lot of people they fucking keep staying in relationships. They should have broke up a year ago. They keep going, you know?
Just respect the
Like
run.
I respect, like I used to have this buddy had a bong and a 2-foot glass bong. You know, you sit around, everybody sits around it, puts ice in it and shit, keeps it real clean. Sat it for years. Some dude came over, busted it. My buddy got all mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you mad? That bong had a good fucking run. You know how many people got stoned off that shit? Respect the run of that bong. You know, like I used to have this. I had this 1989 Buick Skylark. This thing was a beast.
Wow, name and year. He remembers this thing like it was yesterday.
Dude, it's clean. And this thing just kept going. Like I never got the oil changed. The check engine light was on for the last 6 years I owned it. Like I never got the tires rotated. It just kept fucking going.
Forever.
One day I'm on the side of the road. One day I'm driving down the freeway. I just fucking feel that car dying a slow death.
Yeah.
So did I get upset?
No.
No. You know why? Because it was a good fucking run. It was a good run. I coasted that piece of shit over to the side of the road. I opened up the ashtray, dug around from an old roach from 1992. I sparked it up and I reflected.
Yep.
With a smile on my face, I took a big fat ripper. It was a good run, Skylark. Put this... Threw the joint out the fucking roach out the window, took off walking. Did I call AAA? No. You know why? Because it was a good run.
The Skylark did a lot of good things.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said that any better.
You're 100%
Like this joke
right.
was pretty funny, but it's over. It was a good fucking run.
So when the run is over,
I'm not going to keep going.
you respect it.
Yeah.
And you just admit when it's at its end, when it's peaked, when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're trying to say my co-host. It sounds like you're trying to.
But he's still on a run.
He's trying to. Will Smith is on a run.
He's on a run right now.
It's a great run,
He's
too.
in the first third of his
He's
run.
on a transitional run. He's transitioned into like a fucking
Internet
just
star.
video guy, and he's doing it. And he's what a run he's on.
Anyways, the Chug had a good run. The Chug had a great run.
Chug, wow, what a run! That was a fucking legendary
R.I.P.
run.
Intercontinental. That thing brought smiles to faces and celebrations to situations where you wouldn't expect them. It had a good run, but now it's time for the next generation of chuggers to go ahead and carry on the party and go ahead and do what they need to do to their bodies that my body can't do anymore. Whenever you're just housing a beer in 5-6 seconds, you look around the room and all of a sudden everybody else is drinking, so you're like, oh, I got to drink again. So then you go and do another one, and all of a sudden you're 6 beers ahead of everybody else in the room.
Your balls deep in a run.
Before you even know it. And it's like, yo, okay, good run, cuzzo. Sean is putting tape under his eyes because the stars and shines and lights are so bright on him right now. He's going to go ahead and, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You should have done one side like Nelly back in the day. You remember when Nelly did that?
Yeah, it feels really good, like uplifting almost.
Oh, you're getting some like skin work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's holding your eyes up. You know, when you get LASIK surgery, they tape
watch the air.
They tape your eyes open when you get LASIK
that
surgery.
sounds like fucking with the alien invasion from Albuquerque. Is fucking what's that movie?
Mars Attacks.
No, older one.
Men in
It's
Black.
supposed to be true story.
Rosman? Roseman?
I'll remember.
Roswell?
No, I'll remember it later, and I'll randomly yell it out.
E.T.
Oh, there it is.
E.T. It was
I'll
E.T.?
No, it was called. I'll yell it out when I remember.
Alien?
It was Alien?
No, there's the guy who gets abducted. It's 3 dudes in a truck, and then they fucking send him back down. He has to tell a story why he disappeared. And
And then he took his plane and he flew it into the alien ship at the end?
And the traffic was all going one way, and he was driving one way? Like there was like 9 million cars going this way, and then he was one car going that way? Is that what you're talking about?
no,
Yeah, we know the movie you're talking
Yeah,
about.
we got it.
Yeah, dude, we get it. It's an alien movie, right?
yeah, no, you guys are wrong.
No, I think we're right. What do you mean we're wrong? There's only one alien movie if you really do it right.
Fire in the Sky.
Nobody's ever.
Never heard of it.
No.
Oh my God,
Nobody's
that's a fucking you guys problem.
No,
that's the best one. It's a true story.
It's a fake movie.
It's what's it called?
Fire in the Sky.
Sun? The sun? Is that what you're talking about?
No, Fire in the Sky.
Is the sun hot or cold?
Sun's hot as fuck.
Why is space so cold?
Good question. Because there's no fucking atmosphere to hold in the heat.
So the sun is like Bluetooth or like Wi-Fi.
Yes,
it goes
100%.
through space into our atmosphere and then warms up there.
Yep.
Earth is a router.
It's a Linksys router.
So it Bluetooths the heat into our atmosphere.
Yes.
And then you need a router to catch the heat.
That's why Mars is cold, because they don't have an atmosphere anymore.
They don't have the router.
Don't have the right router.
Yeah, they don't have that part. They don't have the megahertz needed.
That makes so much sense though if you think about it.
Yeah, I know.
If you've been following Barstool Sports for a while, I'm sure certain events stick out in your mind. Everyone has their personal favorite moments, and there's probably not that much overlap among them due to the pure volume of content put out over the years. But one event is on everyone's list. It's on there because it's like nothing anyone has ever seen before. This event is, of course, the Rough and Rowdy. This Friday, February 16th, step back into the ring with the natives of West Virginia as they settle ruthless personal feuds, slight disagreements, or just want to prove they're the best brawler in the backwoods. Remember the thrill you got from a fight back when you were a kid? Take that, put it in front of thousands of rednecks thirsty for blood, and lace up the gloves for the most unique production that'll ever grace your screen. All commentated by El Prez Dave Portnoy.
And Pat McAfee.
Wow.
I thought Smitty must be fighting himself, and Dave must be commentating this whole thing by himself too.
We did that read yesterday for ours, and I knew that was coming. I was excited to see what was about to happen.
Now listen, Dave Portnoy is absolutely electric on the mic. I cannot wait to be on there.
Yeah, no one's arguing that.
It's incredible, the entertainment level. But our own company just leaves me off of the fucking ad read. I'm going to be commentating too. I'm going to bring some fucking heat. Just know that. I got a nap plan tomorrow after the Sirius show just so I can be awake, baked, and alive out there. In the main event, Barstow Heartland's own $20 chef Sean Latham is looking to make a name for himself by taking on one of New York's biggest guys, Smitty. $20 chef is a scrapper, while Smitty is definitely more of a physical specimen. It should be a great fight with both Barstow offices being represented.
Got him!
Oh, wow. Now I know what you're thinking. Times are tough, and you don't know if you could afford the usual $99.99 price of a boxing pay-per-view right around the holiday season. But we've got you covered. We've looked out for it. Rough and Rowdy 2 is available for only $9.99.
What? How much, Pat?
$9.99. It's 1/10 the price of the biggest fights in the world, but 10 times more exciting. You do not want to miss this. And order soon because day of price will be $15.99. We got all the links.
That's a 33% increase, Pat.
We got all the links tweeted out from all the Barstow Heartland social media accounts. I think you're going to really, really love it.
50.
Yo, that link's fucking pinned, dog.
I cannot believe they don't even have me on there as a commentator. I think I do pretty good for this company.
It looks like that. It looks like from this angle, Pat, you're not even going to this event.
I think I do pretty good for this company.
$70 million man.
Yeah, before me, 30 million. After me, 100 million.
In West Virginia. It's a good idea to leave you off of that, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I know who wrote this thing.
We only know one fighter and we only know one commentator.
And I really don't know what the fuck that guy does for Barstool Sports. He can't even write a good promo, this fucking guy. Unbelievable.
Probably the same guy doing the fucking artwork.
You know what? I've been a UGK for a long time, and I'll continue to do so even in my own fucking company. I can't wait. Commentating by Dave only. What is that all about?
Hey, it's Smitty versus everybody.
Sean's putting on his tribal paint right now. He has tape on his nose, underneath his eyes. His beard is looking flawless. He's ready for the fight. Sean's going to win the fight. It's going to be the lock of the century. The 40 fights are going to be awesome. Me and Dave are going to be commentating in majestic fashion.
Are you sure?
What's that?
I thought it was just Dave.
I think I got a mic. I mean, who knows? Big Cat did it last time as well. I think he's going to be doing some this time. It's going to be electric. It's going to be incredible. And I can't wait for you to fucks with us, Rough and Rowdy, tomorrow night, February 16th. Get the link at the Barstool Heartland social media accounts. We get money from those downloads. Please do it. And let's have a great time. We got to go celebrate Valentine's Day with our loved ones. The single dudes in here are trying to go get some action somewhere. The dudes that are in a relationship got to go cook for their ladies a $20 chef recipe because it's all about effort on Valentine's Day. We hope you had a great one. At Tactical Diggs, at Nick Morado, at Sean Latham, at Ty Schmidt, at Evan Foxy, myself, we appreciate you so much for listening. Hashtag Endgang, hashtag Endgame. Send us hashtag Winners Drink Milk and send us a photo of the way you enjoy milk. They sponsored $20 Chef last night. I think we should give them some love. And that's a contest.
American Dairy Association, Indiana.
Yep. They hooked it up with Sean, and this is one of the first big sponsors of Sean's show, and I think I appreciate them for taking care of the big homie here. So hashtag Endgang, hashtag Endgame, hashtag Winners Drink Milk, your favorite way you've ever seen milk used. How about that? The favorite way you've ever seen milk used. I think that's
Like maybe a picture of a milkshake.
a milkshake or
Cheese?
Maybe just a glass of milk.
Nice fucking stock, nice big old thing of cheese.
Chocolate version.
Chocolate milk. Maybe a
Chocolate cheese?
milk wrestling situation.
Maybe you like to lather yourself in milk.
That's what I'm
The
talking
skin.
about. A milk bath, which happens.
Maybe you like the stone cold milk jugs.
Titty
Not
milk?
a bad move right there. Titty milk, goat milk.
The gallon challenge.
No goat. The cow's milk. Cow's milk.
Yes.
Only cow's milk, by the way.
No goat
Yeah.
milk?
No goat.
No.
We got to edit that out, actually. No, we don't. They didn't pay for this ad. We don't have to pay for that. We don't have to cut you out. Only cow milk. Hashtag winners drink milk. Hashtag Endgang. Hashtag Endgame. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Thanks for fucksing with us. If you're into wrestling at all, every Thursday we do a wrestling recap. Keeping track of everything. It's me, Nick Morado, Ty Schmidt, Rip Rogers, Evan Fox, and Robbie Fox has actually joined us as well from the New York office. Everything you need to know about the wrestling world. We're just some dudes that enjoy male soap opera, WWE. We chit-chat about that. You'll hear that right after this intro, man. It's been a fucking hell of a day. Happy Thursday. We will fucks with you mañana. Hope life is beautiful. Ty Schmidt, hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
Okay, I've been watching the Olympics so heavily that I haven't been able to keep up with Rip Rogers is in here. He looks like a full-on fucking billboard of things.
I got the goddamn no free ads, but I got the Hustler beer right here.
Okay, I
And
just retired the chug just a little bit ago. It's a
Rip
shame.
looks like he set up shop at a wrestling convention over here.
I got the Hustler T-shirt right here, and I thought you guys would have them on and have a beer or whatever, and get a close up of that, a far close or a wide shot, a long shot or whatever.
You are the winner of 2 physique contests in your life. You're a bodybuilder, a tough, hard ass guy,
An old
guy. Now you have your own beer and you
Yes.
have your own merch here. These shirts that you're wearing are beautiful. I love what you're doing here.
Well,
Rip.
it's the merch thing where this is a guy who works with my sister, so and one of my cousins, he's a brewer, so I put my name on there for free. So
That's a good idea.
And then I got I got us free T-shirts, so you can wear them, whatever, blah blah blah. Act like you're over. Walk around with a fanny pack, shred, young, shaved, tan, and vascular. You'd be
At
looking
Hustler,
good.
at Hustler
2754. Get it fucking right, goddammit.
February 7th, 1954.
Yeah, kayfabe age, 64.
Is that your phone dinging back there? That's probably all the merch sales right now. These shirts are beautiful.
Yeah,
whole gimmick table set up.
Yeah, the beautiful.
It really is a full gimmick table in here right now. I wish I could. We have little desks in the office now. Everybody has their own workstations. Rip Rogers has just walked in with a complete gimmick table set up as if he's signing at a wrestling event. He's got shirts. He's got beer. He's got merch. He's got a positive attitude. Look at him, ready to sign or take pictures with anybody. What do you got going on? You just got a text message.
Well, I'm sitting there. This Paulie Cover just texted me. He says, Brian Pillman and Steve Austin were the Hollywood Blondes. I said, you stupid motherfucker. I put on goddamn Twitter today. 10 years before them, I was a goddamn Hollywood Blonde with Ted Oates. And 10 years before that, it was goddamn Buddy Roberts and Jerry Brown. So it just continues on and on and on of Hollywood fucking blondes.
Are you in wrestling drama right now? It seems like you're in a little wrestling drama.
Well, fuck, I got to pee a little bit. You know, what the fuck? I thought I was done, but it's still dribbling down my goddamn leg.
So hold on.
But anyway, back to the Hustler fucking beer down here. Right here.
Sell.
Mm-hmm. But no free ads.
No free ads.
And then the Hustler T-shirts right here at from the Seymour Brewing Company, Sean Malone Incorporated, Seymour, Indiana. Don't get any fucking better than that, does it?
One of the original Hollywood Blondes. You heard it here first.
No, I'm not original. I was the second one. I think Ole was drunk and he said, "You're a Hollywood Blonde." I said, "Okay, I don't give a fuck. Just pay me." It's fucking real. Like, I give a shit.
At Robbie Fox is joining us from New
Hey, Robbie, you're fucking over.
How's it going, Robbie?
Am I? Didn't know that.
How are you,
Great
Robbie?
Over here in New York.
Hey,
we're prepping for the fight of the century, obviously. Sean, your boy Sean, and my boy Smitty.
Yeah, your boy Smitty's in a bad spot, I think. But granted, you feel you have a lot of confidence in Smitty, so I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow night, February 16th at Vasker. Buy from the links that any Barstow Heartland account has tweeted out. You have a lot of faith in Smitty, huh?
I do have a lot of faith in Smitty. He's my boy. He's a Delco guy. He's not a Delco guy, but he's grown up with him. He's dealt with him all day. Those guys got no quit. He's been in some tussles in his day. I know Sean has as well. I know Sean's this former prison guard. Everyone's saying former prison guard Sean Latham.
Yeah, but
there's former.
Hey, by
I think
the way,
that's the key word.
Hold on. You guys are making this big deal about him bragging about being a prison guard. I don't think anybody from our camp has ever said that the fact that he was a prison guard makes him a good fighter. I think the big thing we've been saying is for a year and a half, he's been training with Chris Lytle and like MMA fighters. And I think in this particular realm of world, as you agree, I think your training is a big deal if you know what the fuck you're doing. I think it's going to help out a lot.
I think it's a huge deal, and I think it's going to help Sean out a lot as well. I just think he probably needed 2 years to deal with my man Smith.
I respect that so much, Robbie. That's an incredible line, actually. All right, let's get to it. I've been watching the Olympics, so I haven't been able to keep up with what has gone on. Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. I haven't had a chance to really keep up, so this is the time where Nick will run through some the happenings. We will chit-chat about them and keep it on moving. Nick, what happened?
So let's start with SmackDown. The return of Dolph Ziggler. Dolph came back, and he was scheduled to take on Baron Corbin. But, of course, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came in, interfered, beat up both guys, actually. And now it looks like we're going to have, after a couple matches, we're going to have a fatal five-way at Fastlane pay-per-view.
They kind of buried this Dolph Ziggler return, right? Because he walked out after getting the United States Championship, after doing the whole gimmick that all the entrances were all bullshit, right? And now he just shows up for out of nowhere, out of the blue, and just bang, something happens. Robbie, did I miss something that was going on there? What was the purpose of that return, like how it was?
You didn't miss anything. I mean, he's come back and he's doing the exact same thing he was doing before. I was a big fan of Dolph Ziggler for a few years, and somewhere around 2014, I want to say, I feel like he started really phoning it in, and his promo work, and he had a great feud with The Miz when the brand split first happened, and since then, I haven't really been able to get into anything he's been doing. So he's doing the exact same thing he was. I'm not a fan of it. And we're doing the Fatal 5-Way at Fastlane now, which I think is going to be great. I think there's a lot of great competitors in it. At the same time, they kind of set a very similar circumstance up on Raw. I know they have the same producers and writers and whatnot. It just seems very strange that both shows followed this formula of, all right, here's what we're going to do, and something goes awry, and an extra person gets added to the match.
The Dolph Ziggler comeback was so, because I'm a Dolph Ziggler fan. I enjoy him. I think he's really good in the ring. But for 7 weeks, he disappeared after relinquishing the United States Championship out of nowhere. He just shows up, does a big walk-off. I thought it was a CM Punk style quit, which everybody wanted you to think. And then he just comes back doing the same thing 7 weeks later. Could that be a suspension, a break? What could that be, Rip, you think?
I think his girlfriend made him do something on Valentine's Day early. I think that's what it was. I think he had no say at all. It was his girlfriend, his boyfriend, or what the hell, whatever, right?
Yep.
And he needed a little break.
So you think you need a little break, take 7 weeks off, and now he's back in the game?
Well, the thing about it is, if I've seen your goddamn act for 10 fucking years, every fucking Monday, Tuesday night, whichever brand split you're on, and you basically do the same old shit, I'm sick of it.
So you think the Fatal 5-Way, are you a fan of those styles of matches?
Oh, hell no.
You hate them.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Anything non-traditional, I fucking hate. It's fucking bullshit. It's like changing. Wow. Oh, hey, I know. Let's play baseball, but we'll have a circle diamond now. Hey, let's play basketball, but we'll have.
Slam ball was good. The trampoline basketball was good. You got to admit that. No, you hated it.
Yeah,
you absolutely.
Yeah, the 12-foot fucking goals. Mm-hmm. Or we'll have the fucking goalposts. So a man with a multi-million-dollar leg can't kick worth shit because it's like 3 foot to get it in there, and that's about fucking it.
Don't you think they can add more things into it though, with more bodies, more writing, more planning? I think that's what Robbie was getting at. Whenever he's excited because there's a lot of talent in there. There's a lot of talent in that match. I think.
Okay,
I love these match types, and I love the gimmicks, and I love ladder matches. I'm a huge ladder match fan. I take it you're not a ladder match guy?
No, they're total horse shit.
Total horseshit.
Wait a minute. You're fucking a goddamn millennial motherfucker or whatever. So it's total fucking horse shit. And you're over there singing fucking La Bamba, dreaming about.
Oh, don't you start too, old man. Don't you come in here with that Will Smith shit.
Fucking Will Smith motherfucker.
Don't you start too.
No, anyway, no. Here's what it is.
Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, one of the greatest matches ever, a ladder match.
One of the greatest matches of all time.
Okay, for marks, not guys in the business know what fuck.
Okay, why do you hate it so much? Because it's gimmicky, you think?
Okay, you have gimmick matches when you can't really wrestle.
Okay, but Dolph Ziggler, I think we all agree, can wrestle. Kevin Owens can wrestle.
Okay, but that was a comma.
Okay.
Now, when you get these known commodities in here, great wrestlers, but we're sort of sick of their act. So we'll put a gimmick in there. So now, hey, this guy's here. I know who he is. He's doing the same old shit, but there's 5 of them in there. Now, it's like a battle royal. You ever sit there and just watch a battle royal? It's so fucking hokey motherfucking thing.
There's people just posted up on the side.
I'll be over there hiding with a goddamn front face lock. So nobody gonna chop me in the goddamn fucking back. I'm gonna fucking chop them motherfuckers and put that hole. And what the fuck that happened? Fuck. But everything's a fucking rib. You know what I mean?
Yep, you're 100% right.
So hey, if you got the same fucking 12 fucking guys, that's just a number.
You don't think it could add some longevity to feuds, though? If you have, do you think adding gimmick matches to feuds can add longevity to them? So it's not just
stale.
Of course. I'm just talking about. It's like when I would go off on a feud, like I worked with Austin Idol like 10 weeks in a row. Adrian Street, I worked like 26 weeks in a row. So I worked all the regular clubs and all the spot shows except 3 days I worked against Adrian Street. Just a fucking good fucking show.
Yeah,
was what it was.
And when you're working with a guy,
do you have anywhere where you draw the line, Rip? Do you like 2 out of 3 falls matches? Do you like last man standing matches? Or if it's not a one-on-one match, you're out?
No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, I'm not going to be in a goddamn fucking ladder match.
Got you. Or like Adam.
I got in one against the Hardy Boys years ago.
You were against the Hardy. Did Jeff Hardy go swanton bomb off the top?
No, I fucking missed the goddamn elbow off the fucking. I said, okay, you see my fucking shit. You know what I mean? But I'm going to actually sell the son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
So how do people go off a ladder and it doesn't kill them? Like how? I have so many questions. As a lifelong mark, the chairs have to hurt.
Yeah.
The chairs have to hurt.
Well, it depends. I can hit you right in the goddamn face of the chair and not touch you. I'm good.
All right, what else happened, Nick? Who's going to win the Fatal 5-Way? Robbie?
You're asking me, Pat?
Yeah, who's going to win?
I think AJ definitely retains, so they could still keep that AJ versus Shinsuke match for WrestleMania.
Why Shinsuke have such a big push?
Shinsuke's got a big push because of his reputation from New Japan, where he was one of the top dogs there, and he took their Intercontinental title and made it as important as their main title. I mean, literally as important on their Wrestle Kingdom show. It headlined over the main title a few years back. Now, he came over. He had an amazing debut match in NXT with Sami Zayn, one of the better debut matches I've ever seen. And after that, he won the NXT title, had this long undefeated streak. And since his call up to the main roster, and to an extent, his later part of his NXT run just hasn't been fantastic in the ring. And I think they almost over-promoted him to the point where people expected we're about to see the greatest wrestler of all time, and instead we got a guy in his late 30s, and his body is actually starting to break down from a long career. So
entrance is incredible, though. God damn, that entrance is incredible.
Love the entrance, and I think his match against AJ is going to be phenomenal because no pun intended, because they had a match at Wrestle Kingdom right before both of them came over to WWE. That was just outstanding.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, perfect. Nick, what else happened?
Another guy with a phenomenal entrance, Bobby Roode, came out and he was going to continue his United States Championship Open Challenge. But it wasn't really that much of an open challenge because he was basically calling out Randy Orton. He wanted Randy after the RKO last week. Before they could get into it, Jinder Mahal came out, though, interrupted the segment, and they all kind of got into it with each other.
So there's going to be a three-way? That's going to be a three-way? Is that what's going to happen with that? So it's all group matches at Fastlane?
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe they're saving the singles for WrestleMania. I like Randy Orton in the United States Championship picture. I just don't really like him with Bobby Roode. I think that's going to be a very I just don't like that matchup whatsoever.
I like Randy Orton a lot, by the way. What a fucking character. He's a guy that Rip Rogers enjoys, too, because whenever the dive headlock controversy spun through the internet, Randy Orton was team Rip Rogers out of nowhere, where Rip was just talking shit on everybody diving instead of headlocking. Randy Orton is such a talented dude. Don't you think, Rip?
Randy, well, hell, he's third generation. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's literally born to do this.
And I was there when Randy was born.
Really?
in Lexington, yeah, with his dad. His dad was part of ICW then. So I was there when Randy was a little baby, right?
Yep.
So we go way back. But Randy is so fucking good. You use Randy, he can be a fucking champion. Now when it's time to elevate somebody, he can sit back. He gets his money. The goddamn checks don't bounce.
He can put somebody on.
And he can put somebody fucking over and elevate fucking Bobby Roode. He can elevate anybody. And it just makes fucking Bobby Roode up. And then all of a sudden, if Randy's a fucking, like he's a baby face, then all of a sudden he gets a little bit more sympathy. The older guy coming back, training extra fucking hard, going back to his fucking roots, studying his tapes more. They don't have tapes anymore. I guess they got videos.
Yeah, film. Yeah, movie.
Yeah, whatever
movies.
like that. And then all of a sudden, Randy's sort of an underdog, and now people are cheering for the old guy. Come on, Randy. You
Is
know
this
what I
going
mean?
to be Rude becoming a heel?
I would hope so, but I wouldn't bet on it. Randy's almost been playing more of a heel and surprise attacking him, and you have now the Jinder Mahal heel thrown in. So I would like for Bobby Roode become a heel, but I don't think he will.
Just think, though, those are three natural heels right there together. Like, Randy is a natural heel, but because he's so attractive, he's so good, he's a guy that's easy to hate. But I think he's loved. I think Randy Orton is loved by the WWE fan base because he's just such a consistent mainstay. But Bobby Roode and Jinder are just like two perfect heels of him. That's an interesting situation that they're setting Randy to be the heel. I guess each demographic changes, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, if they had if they'd had that pay-per-view in goddamn India, we know who would be the babyface.
Oh, my God. He wasn't drawn as much in India, they said, right? That's why they took the title away from him. They said he wasn't doing as well as they thought he was going to be. Like
They definitely expected a more of a bump than they got. It is very funny that they marketed him to Indian fans as a babyface and would cut separate promos for him. And he was complete babyface in India and complete heel in America. And he had one of the worst WWE Championship runs I've ever seen in my life. That was just disgraceful. Don't think he had a good match worked into that the whole time. But he would. I mean, he's a guy from Canada. It's the old Yokozuna deal, where
Jinder, don't you?
Yokozuna, a Samoan from Japan, and now we got a guy from Canada that is of Indian descent, marketed from India, and he says I'm going to speak the language of my people, Punjabi. It's like, well, there's 1.3 billion people in India, and like 8% of them speak Punjabi. So I don't know what he's talking about there.
Yeah, well, I wrestled with his uncle, Gama Singh.
Who, Jinder Mahal's uncle?
Yes, and Jinder used to go to matches when I was there 30 years ago. This little kid then. So he looks good. His uncle right now he's with Impact. They signed him at Impact.
Wrestling or writing?
No, he's like the leader, a manager of the Heels or whatever like that. But Gamma was a big star in the Middle East, South Africa, etc. But he lived in Calgary, so he'd homestead there.
Oh, nice.
But he was a nice guy, trained like a fucking bastard, and so when I wrestled in South Africa, I wrestled Tiger Jeet Singh. So I had 3 goddamn riots, 3 fucking Saturday nights in a row in fucking downtown Durban, baby. and you're fighting your way out, and I got fucking knife. Yeah,
With Ginger's.
No, this was just another. What we're talking about how.
Yep.
How they love their own.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so I'd be out there, it'd be nothing packed to fucking stay with goddamn
Middle Eastern
yeah,
people.
the Middle Eastern Indian people,
There
or
you go.
whatever
Yep.
it was. Yeah. So, but Ginger is a natural goddamn fucking heel. His body looks fucking great, and all he's got to do is be him. And if he's got a good baby face that can work baby face, let him be fucking heel, not worry about getting your shit in.
Jinder hates America, right? That's his thing. Is India's better than America? Is basically his shtick here. The fact he was cutting different promos for India is hilariously awesome. By the way, I wouldn't mind being a babyface voice against a guy who hates America. And but now, why be hated by 1 point? How many billion people in India?
1.3.
That's quite a number of people to hate you, though. I mean, that's quite an interesting life. I'm going to have to decide on whether or not that's a good move.
It's a lot of That's a lot of bottles to duck.
What else happened, Nick?
Let's go over to Raw and let's talk about Rip's favorite, the women's matches.
Okay.
Bayley and Sasha Banks finally got after it with one another, and then Nia Jax ran in and just destroyed both of them.
Nia Jax is she's like the powerhouse, right?
Yeah, and so she's set to take on Asuka at the pay-per-view, and that was kind of the build-up. They're kind of doing like the Braun Strowman thing, but with her in the Braun role as just being they call her the irresistible force, where she's just a monster, comes in and destroys everyone. So her taking on Asuka, who's obviously undefeated, is going to be very interesting.
Really? What are they going to have happen, Robbie? What do you think?
I think Asuka will definitely prevail. She's beat Nia Jax twice before, once in NXT and once on Raw. I don't think they want to end that undefeated streak that's been going on for years before WrestleMania. I really enjoyed Sasha and Bayley. I thought Sasha was going to turn heel. I really did, because Vince loves, having the hometown people. This was in Bayley's hometown. He loves having them, eat shit. So I really thought that Sasha was going to turn heel on her. We got CEO Erica Nardini walking in. I'm recording this in her office right now because I couldn't find anywhere else to do it.
What if you get fired right now? What if she does a total heel move and just fires the kid sitting in her office?
Fire me. She walked out. But yeah, and the other thing was Sasha was wearing gear inspired by Owen Hart. So I took that as like, oh, she's paying homage, and she's about to say that, I'm not a nugget, and just turn on Bayley. But they didn't do that. Bayley kind of threw her out of the way of Nia, tried to jump in front of the bullet for her. Good match, though. Good segment.
Okay, good. I like that a lot.
Your boss did bet on Sean in the fight.
Oh, yeah. No, Dave hates Smitty.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. I was just checking, yeah.
Yeah, well, Robbie was Team Dave for a long time, and then something happened. I don't remember. It was in the fall. Something happened where the relationship has become astray a little bit, I believe. And now that he's backing Smitty,
we've mended it. Me and Dave have mended that. Me and Dave are cool again. I think. I don't know. Sometimes he shoots me death stares from across the office.
Well,
I'll just catch him staring at me.
Well, he's probably thinking deep, and you just so happen to be the person that he's looking at while thinking. That happens here, and people like misconstrue. I'll be like in the middle of a deep thought, like staring at somebody, and I don't even know I'm staring at them. And then all of a sudden, I'll catch wind from like Foxy, like 2 days later, who's like, "Yo, are you pissed off at blah blah blah?" I'm like, "No, why?" He's like, "He said you were giving him a death stare the other day or something." I don't even remember looking at him. Did I really have? I guess he gets in a lot. So, Robbie, I think you are a hot commodity over there. The fact you're backing Smitty though is a dumb motherfucking move. I'll tell you that.
I'll have to agree with that.
Well, let me tell you this, Pat. Here's a little scoop for the show that I don't think I've ever told anywhere.
Okay.
When I was an intern at this company, when I was an unpaid intern at this company, I was trying to get my travel paid for, my train tickets every day. And I was told, well, no, under the intern thing, we can't give you this, we can't give you that. And Smitty started paying it out of pocket. For me.
Okay.
Unprovoked. Didn't ask for it. He didn't have to do that. So Smitty, it's a bit of a life debt to him.
And this
I'm
is
going to back him into any fire.
By the way, not a hard-o move right there. That's a complete babyface move.
That's fucking violins fucking playing right here, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. That's that's fucking great. So you're gonna back Smitty till you fucking die. I understand that. Well, that's fucking great. That's fucking awesome. It's fucking stupid. Because Sean gonna beat his motherfucking ass. He gonna beat his motherfucking ass, and that when it's over, Sean's going to put that Hustler T-shirt on, and he's going to have some Hustler beer.
What's that, boss?
We're going to see tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
That's
I'll
right.
show you.
Use the link from any of the Barstow Heartland social media accounts.
Or use the link from my social media account.
No, we'll edit that out. We'll edit that out for sure. Robbie, I really appreciate. Elias Sampson's going to be the guy that they're going to have beat Brock Lesnar, just because Elias Sampson is the only one that can match up body to body, and then they can have Elias lose to like Roman Reigns or something like that.
The most important thing is Elias Sampson went to high school with who?
The Nick Morodo, the Anthony DeGilio, the RJ Umberger, and me. We all went to high school together.
And where did fucking when he lived around Pittsburgh? Did fucking Elias? Where did he travel to get under the leadership of when he could afford it?
He would drive to Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right. He drove to Louisville, Kentucky,
so he could train with the legendary Rip Rogers, and his gimmick is becoming one that is loved everywhere, universally loved everywhere. Everybody's screaming, "Walk with Elias," and now he's in a big time match with fucking Braun Strowman. Seth Rollins is in there, I believe. Roman Reigns. Who else? Is Cena in there too? Cena's in there, I think.
Cena is in, and Cena took on The Miz on Monday night with the loser entering first, and The Miz lost, so he will be entering the chamber first.
I cannot wait. I think Elias is going to win it because him and Brock have, I think his style could face up in the ring with Brock, and I think they could get it over. What do you think, Robbie?
I'd like to see it. I'm still going with the mindset that they're putting Roman over huge here, and they're going to put him over even bigger at WrestleMania. But if they threw the curveball of Elias and Brock at Mania, I think everyone would be down at that, just for something unpredictable, something surprising that shows you that anything could happen on Monday Night Raw.
Well, the issue is, it would be such like the outside world if they hear Elias Sampson, because he's only become relevant here recently, and he's not out there like on social media attempting to be more famous. He's not doing interviews on ESPN and things like that. So I wonder if they're scared that the buzz isn't big enough for WrestleMania for Brock Lesnar or Elias. But in the ring, I feel like he's the only guy that could potentially show up.
So I think as good as he is, he's still got to kind of earn those ropes and work his way up there to get that notoriety.
But
he did have a fantastic segment with Braun this week.
Oh, with the big ass, what was it?
It was incredible. It was like a bass or a cello, and Braun could actually sing.
Gigantic. Yeah, he could. He's a country boy, so he definitely can.
So Elias's gimmick is the guitar, just like Jeff Jarrett, just like Honky Tonk Man. Who else? Did anybody else have that before, way back in the day? Or was Honky Tonk the first guy that really came in with it, Rip?
I can't remember. I'm not that goddamn old.
You are. You're the original Hollywood Blondes.
You think I'm fucking Stanislaus Zabisco or what?
Jesus. But Elias has been using the guitar a lot, and Braun, the monster among men, shows up with a, what was it? What is that thing called?
Like a bass or a cello
like
or
a
giant
stand-up bass.
Yeah, it was huge.
Stand-up bass, because he's a monster. And he plays that, sings, he crumbles the fucking thing, right? And because he was so strong, he crumbled the fucking thing. And then he blasted Elias with it, and he could sing. I mean, that's incredible. Braun Strowman is an animal, dude. What a guy. I like him a lot.
Love Braun.
He's good. He's a really good fucking character to have in there. He's a lovable giant out there.
Yeah, and he's such a good worker for his size. You look at the Big Show when he was the Giant in WCW. He was, he stunned everyone. We're looking at this guy. He comes in and he's just amazing right away. And he's not just, Andre the Giant. As much as you go back, you watch Andre and Hogan at WrestleMania 3. He was a big guy, and that was also towards the end of his career. But he couldn't move that well.
The world's Giant, largest athlete.
Okay, you got
real early on was able to move well, and then later in his career, has gotten slower. Braun moves faster than I've ever seen anyone move at this stage in their career as far as a big man.
What you're told to work like a giant. Matt Morgan is legit 6'9". He'd wear the gimmick fucking shoes and he's 7 foot tall. He could work like a goddamn fucking cruiserweight. He could do everything.
The athletes, just like in every sport, the bigger the guys are getting more nimble and more athletic these days. It's insane to watch.
But in wrestling, if you work that way and you don't beat nobody, you're a giant and you're doing all this shit and you can't beat this guy, or you don't beat him quickly, you're really not any good, are you?
So you got to act as if.
So they want you to work the traditional giant. Andre could do fucking everything when he was young.
Then when he was younger, for sure.
And
the
then
WWF stuff that everyone knows him for is mostly at the end of his career.
Right. But then he's told to work like a giant. Big Show was told to work like a giant.
Do you remember when Big Show did he was doing like a standing drop kick back in the day?
Yeah.
Like he was fucking.
He was doing like kip ups, like rope assisted kip ups.
He's fucking insane, that dude. 7 foot tall. And then now you got Braun Strowman running around. He runs too. I mean, he's just the lean back thing on the top rope before going over gets me every time. I think it's just going to bust and he's going to fall. I'm like, that's aggressive. And then he gets up and does it. I like Braun a lot. You don't think they put Braun in for Brock again after the punch to the face heard around the world?
So I think the only way that they would do that is if they wanted to do a triple threat, Roman, Braun, Brock, which I think would be very good. We saw them in a triple threat at the Royal Rumble with Kane in the place of where Roman would be, and that was not good. But I think it's completely different circumstances, WrestleMania. We know that Roman and Brock work well together. We know that Roman and Braun work well together. And we know that Brock Lesnar works really well in triple threats from the Royal Rumble triple threat he had a few years back against John Cena and Seth Rollins.
I wonder if they have Braun Strowman and Elias at WrestleMania. Because they're
I think they're gonna do Braun and Miz at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title.
Really? You think they're gonna give Braun they have to give him a belt of some sort, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's the direction.
Oh, that'd be cool. Anything else happen, Nick?
Roman beat Sheamus 1-on-1. It was a pretty cool spot. Sheamus tried to jump off the top rope, and Roman hit him with a spear in midair. That was a cool segment.
I liked it a lot.
It was nice.
Kurt Angle came out and announced Jason Jordan going to miss WrestleMania with a neck injury, and that Ronda Rousey is going to sign her contract at WrestleMania.
Kurt Angle missing a lot of things. I watched a couple.
I'm sorry, Elimination Chamber. She'll sign it.
I watched a couple of him talking. He's forgetting some things. I don't know if he's losing.
I don't know what's going on with Kurt Angle. He used to be so charismatic in the Attitude Era. He was a funny guy. He was a good actor. He's a good promo. Since his comeback, he's been like the most generic. I mean, he's like.
Oh my God, those are $12 million.
Do you think they're writing for him and forcing him to say it?
Oh yeah,
they are for sure. And he's been forgetting lines.
Yeah, I think he's struggling with it.
Forgetting lines. He's got this like 1,000-yard stare with everything he does. He's got glossy eyes. You see Get Out? It looks like he has that Get Out stare.
He's in the sunken place.
I love Kurt Angle. I love Kurt Angle.
The other thing, every time they cut to him backstage, he's like looking at his phone. That's like the biggest thing about his character at this point. They stripped everything away. Now he's just a guy that's always texting.
He's Adam Schefter, man. Have some respect. I love Kurt Angle, but watching him fumble around on lines every once in a while is something that I'm like, man, come on, just let Kurt eat. Let Kurt go out there and just let him eat. I think they should just maybe loosen up. Who knows what will happen? I'm excited for Fastlane. The Olympics have been wild. I've been watching that, so I appreciate you guys keeping me updated. Robbie, I appreciate you joining us, my brother, at Robbie Fox, at Nick Moraldo, at Ty Schmidt, and at Hustler2754, who is hustling shirts and beer right now, currently at a full gimmick shop in the office at Hustler2754. Rip Rogers, how are you? You feel good, Rip?
I'm just can't think how Sean's going to win that fight and going to beat his motherfucking ass.
Bye to watch Smitty die tomorrow night at the Vassacre. Go to the link at all the Barstool Heartland social media pages. Ain't that right, Robbie?
Go, Smitty, go. Smitty versus everybody. Unfortunately, Sean is going to play the role of everybody. And we wanted someone better, so we could have an A-side versus an A-side, but we got Smitty the A-side versus Sean the B-side, the understudy for the role of everybody. And Pat, we're gonna work real hard over here to find you a new chef once Sean is knocked out tomorrow night.
I appreciate you guys looking out for our company too.
Probably go out to the local Applebee's.
All right, Robbie, I appreciate you guys. Have an incredible Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.